Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com. I hope that you've been enjoying Space Marine Week so far. But now for the moment that a lot of you have been waiting for, I am proud to announce the release of our new 10 DVD collection of Masterclass Painting Power Armor. Right here. This DVD collection is perfect if you are collecting an army like Space Marines, or even if you're collecting it from a different game that has a lot of power armor that you need to paint. And we have spent a ton of time, tons of hours were put into creating all these videos, both by Austin from Brush for Hire and our own vault painter, Chris. And it contains just a ton of information on how to paint power armor. Now, before I go any further, we are going to be allowing this 10 DVD collection to be given away for free for a limited time at the link below. If you go to miniwargaming.com/free DVDs. And it's just like all our other free DVD launches, that if you want to get them for free, you need to sign up for a free 7-day trial to the Mini Wargaming Vault. A credit card or PayPal account will be required. You are, however, not obligated to keep the Mini Wargaming Vault membership after the 7 days. You can cancel at any time. However, we don't think you're going to want to, because most of the people who actually sign up for the free trial keep their Vault membership afterwards because they see all of the awesome tutorials, extra battle reports, behind the scenes stuff, and exclusive Vault shows that we have to offer. So, what is in this 10 DVD collection? Well, we've got half of them made by Austin from Brush for Hire and the other half made by Chris, our own Vault painter. So we'll talk about the first 5 made by Austin first. So what he basically did here is he went out and he painted 5 miniatures from start to finish. And the great thing about it is each of them is in a different chapter color scheme. So it's going to allow you to see how to paint your blacks and your greens and your blues and your yellows and all that kind of stuff. And so basically it goes like this. Volume 1 is painting a chaplain, but this one is painted in a black armor color scheme. And so here he covers things like feathers and parchment and seals and leather and metallics, and of course how to properly do black armor as well. And like I said, this is from beginning to end, so you get to see all of the details on how he achieves everything in this miniature. In the next volume, he paints up a captain, and this one is in a yellow color scheme. And here he covers things like capes and a banner. He actually goes into a lot of details on how to actually do the details on a banner. And he covers other things like silver and even eye lenses. Then we've got the white scars version, or the white armor one, and he covers things like weathering in this one. We've also got a tank, one of the new stalker or hunter tanks, whichever way you like to assemble it. So this covers the green armor techniques, and he also goes over how to paint a really good tank with weathering and metallics and all of that. And lastly, he also does a librarian in a blue armor color scheme. So all these are start to finish, and so you get to see everything that he does here with all the details. But we didn't think that would be enough, because it's one thing to watch a model getting painted start to finish, but then there's also, we need more in-depth tutorials on how to paint all those details. And that's where Chris steps in. And so he created 5 DVDs as well. Now 2 of them cover chapter color schemes. And so he actually goes over specifically how to paint the chapters for Blood Angels, Dark Angels, and Ultramarines in one of them, and the Black Templar, Space Wolves, and Imperial Fists in the other one. And just because that wasn't quite enough, because there's going to be all sorts of other chapter color schemes and even your own custom chapter color schemes, we thought it would be very important to cover that as well. So we have a DVD that's completely on colors. And here he goes over how to pick your own color scheme, just the basic theories behind having the contrasting colors and what goes well with what other stuff. He goes over a lot of details in that. And then he even goes into more details on how to do stuff like red and gold and yellow and black. And he even does some non-metallic metals for you as well. So we cover a lot of color theory and a lot of just getting those colors to work. Because a lot of those colors are hard. Red, yellows, whites, and blacks are actually hard to do properly. And so between Austin's tutorials and showing how to do those white and black and yellow ones, and between Chris's, you should be able to have a really good foundation for how to paint pretty much anything, not even just Space Marines, but really anything if you really think about it. When you take these techniques, you can apply them to any model from any range. And then he goes into all the details in one of the DVDs of all the different things you typically find on Space Marines in particular, but really on a lot of different kinds of models, such as how to get the lens flare effect, or how to paint purity seals, or how to do text. There's a lot of stuff in Warhammer 40K and some other games as well, where you actually have to write out text or make it look like there's text on parchment. He shows you how to do that properly. And of course he goes over the details of doing a banner as well, because it's never enough just to have one. We've got to show a couple different points of view on how to do banners properly, because there's a lot of little details in there. It's hard to get them to look quite right, and so we wanted to make sure to give you as much information as possible on that so yours can look awesome. And the last one is all about weapons. We're talking bolters and flamers and plasma and meltas and power weapons. All those get covered by Chris in detail. So if you just have a question about painting, he even covers oxidization on a flamer. You can just jump straight to that video and watch that one. So this entire 10 DVD set is available only during Space Marine Week for a very limited time and very limited quantities. If you are willing to sign up for a 7-day trial to the MiniWarGaming Vault, which has hundreds, I think even thousands of videos at this point of battle reports and tutorials and behind the scenes and exclusive shows, and we put more every single day into the vault. So go ahead and go to miniwargaming.com/free DVDs and sign up now before they are all gone, and enjoy the rest of Space Marine Week. This is Matthew from MiniWarGaming. Happy wargaming.